friends, it's Velvet. I have a haul for you. I just covered this stuff up. So I have, I'm apologizing for the noise because I covered this stuff up. I have a little package from Brooklyn Haberdashery. Hopefully you can see that. BrooklynHaberdashery.com. I think I found them on Instagram. That's how I found them. And I ordered from them. They have great customer service. They have great little small packets of fabric and other things that you can use for like junk journaling. So I ordered like 5 little packet things. And I can't remember what the minimum is for free shipping, but I did order enough for free shipping. But they ran out of one of the things, and so they took it off my order. And of course, I still got the free shipping. So what they do is, so like I ordered like a bunch of 3-piece packets, and then the last one was like 5 pieces or something. So you just get these really awesome scraps that I'm really excited to use for covers and just kind of mix and match these. So these were the 3 that came together in this packet. I hope you can see the colors okay. I know I'm going off the screen a little bit. So you got a nice mix of that kind of a salmon color and peach, and then this neutral like tan. Love, love, love. So I love those. Now, if you watch or follow Twisted Paper Studio, she does amazing work putting together covers with scraps of fabric. And so if you're not familiar with doing that and you want to be, she is a great person to follow and get ideas from, because she just, I mean, she is just amazing at just putting small scraps together and then and gluing them down and then sewing them together, and they look just absolutely gorgeous. So I'm hoping to do kind of something along those lines, but I have bigger pieces than what she typically uses. Now these I love. I love that mustard color. And look at the design in this. It's obviously been dyed. And look at that. And scrunched up and then ironed. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh my gosh. And then they did the same thing with this one. It's a more brown color, like a caramel. It's just lovely. And then this is just a, you know, like a regular fabric. This is soft. But absolutely appropriate for junk journals. So these are the 3 colors that came in this packet. Love, love, love these. And I think they would be so great for journal covers because they're so neutral. And you could do pretty much anything for, you know, decorating the outside and inside. Love these. I cannot wait to use them. And then this was a 3rd one. And these aren't dyed fabrics. It's kind of a cotton linen. And it's got these little flecks of color in there. That one's nice. You can see like a pantsuit in that. There's another nice one. It's a little bit thicker maybe. That would be pretty. I could see these on a cover if you're using, say, some muted florals in your journal. Aren't they pretty? So, so pretty. I may actually try some of my own fabric first and cut them like to these sizes to see, you know, what I want to do with them before I touch these, because I just love how they've put these colors together, and I wouldn't want to wreck it. And then there's this one, kind of an olive color. Or maybe, well, the next one I would call grayish. I would call this one maybe an olive, and this one more of a grayish. And then this one is more of a tan. Love these. Just love them. And the beauty is you could then do whatever you want with that outside cover. You know, you could put a topper on it. You could put another piece of fabric. You could put lace, you know, doilies to decorate it. That would be lovely. Chipboard, gray board, whatever. And then this was the last one I got. Wait a minute. 1, 2. Yeah, well, no, wait a minute. I'm pretty sure that this 1, 2, 3. Well, these came with something. Okay, so did all of this come together? I feel like it did, but then I feel like these came together. Like that was one packet, but this didn't come as a packet. So I don't know what this would have come with. But I thought I stacked them up the right way. Okay, well, anyways. Maybe it was this. It might have been this, and then this was a twofer. I don't think so. But anyways, these definitely came together because they're so coordinated. And these are a little bit larger. Le Depart, made in Japan. I think this is a vintage one. Isn't that lovely? That's a nice sturdy cotton. And this is so pretty. Almost looks like one of the other ones that I've got, but not quite. So that's a little bit bigger. This would be large enough to do this as an exterior of a book and this as an interior. And I'm sure that's what I'll end up doing. I'm sure of it. Getting these folded just right is sometimes difficult, but I want to make sure I fold them just right because I just, you know, just like the way that looks. They stack so nicely. And then we've got these. These are little tiny pieces. Now this is something that Twisted Paper Studios, what she would use. So she would take all of these and put all of these onto a book and make it just look so amazing. That's awesome, isn't it? I love the edge on that. And these are probably vintage because they do sell some vintage stuff. So their packets of fabric are really great. I love them. I think I bought from them twice now. So I wanted to show you that. Just some fun stuff here. And then I had some vintage stuff and some other stuff I wanted to show you. This one is from, okay, this is, okay, this, where did I get this? I got this from, okay, so it was international, and it was from, it's from the United Kingdom. Oh, here's something in the bottom. There's a little nice little thing here. It's called the Heritage Collection. Oh, it's called, okay, it's from this company, jackravi.com, JACKRAVI.com. So you get 150 vintage photos, and I do have them. Well, it sure doesn't look like there's 150 here. I don't know as I got the full, well, yeah, there's not 150 here. You get washi tapes and cotton pages. I'm just looking to see if I've got more pictures laying around, because that is definitely not 150. But they sure are nice. So I'm glad I saw this, because I think they've, I think it's not 150 anymore. But whatever it is, maybe it's, you know, it's just something less now. So anyways, this is what I got. So I got a bunch of found photos, and they are, you know, they're not duplicates or anything. These are the real photos that they have. So they're all fun. I've scanned all of these to use myself and to make available in my Etsy shop. I've really got to get moving on my Etsy shop. Look at that old photo. You can tell that's from the 70s. Really cool old photos. So fun. I hate when families, I mean, you come across these photos, but some, you know, families have let these go. Isn't that a lovely photo? I would never let any of my photos go. I mean, someday they will be let go. I don't have kids. So somebody's going to decide that they don't want my pictures at some point. Or they're all digital, so you don't need the hard copies, right? And maybe that's what it is. Maybe they scanned all these and they don't need the hard copies anymore. But I like having the hard copies. Isn't that nice? Look at the baby. Oh, look at that couple. Look how happy they look. Isn't that great? That's so nice. I'm sorry if you're getting a glare. Look at the doggy. The days of shooting a photo and hoping it came out nice. I love this one. So that's what I've got for the photos. And then they stuck this in as kind of, you know, just something a little extra. And then I hadn't opened this yet. These are the cotton, these are the cotton pages. So they've printed some stuff on this cotton. Made from 100% organic calico cotton. 148 GSM fabric pages are unbleached, naturally rustic, and printed with pigment inks for a soft vintage feel. Okay, let's see how I can get this open here. There we go. So let's see. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, that is really nice. Oh, isn't that nice? Oh my goodness. Oh, look at that. You know what I think I would do with that? Put that over the side of a page, maybe. Oh my gosh, that is so cool. Love these. The print is so nice. It's not faded or anything. Oh, look at that. Oh gosh, I would definitely recommend getting this. I honestly don't remember what the price was. Really, really don't. I just knew I had to have it. That is so nice. I get quite a few in here. Wow. You could sew these to inside covers of journals and make them pockets, maybe. Can attach them to the fronts of journals. Oh, look at this. And these are quite lovely. I'm so glad I grabbed these. And then last but not least, I have not taken these out, so I don't know what the washi looks like, other than what I saw on the website. So, oh goodness. Look at these. Oh my gosh. Wow. These are amazing. And by the way, I do plan to use the originals of those photos. Something smells really nice in this package. Okay, look at that. Let's see how far this goes before it repeats. I'm looking for the ladies in the there, right there. So that's how far it is. That is 15 inches. Isn't that nice? Oh, that is so lovely. So, so lovely. Oh, I'm impressed. And you get quite a bit on this roll. Very impressed. I think I might do something with these today. I just put together, and I'll show you at the end, put together my next journal. I had the pages put together. I just sewed in the pages. Oh, this is pretty too. These look to be a little bit more close up. This is really nice. This is a nice soft washi, meaning it doesn't, it's not stuck to this really heavy, so it won't rip when you go to pull it off, I don't think. All right, so this one stops there. This one is also 15. That is nice. I like that they've got some diversity in there too. Wow, these are very unique. Very cool. I love the vintage feel to them, or look to them. I say feel. I say feel, but I mean look. Just trying to find the first one of these. And it doesn't look like they're matching. I mean, they're not the same as these other ones. what's the, so it looks like they all are 15. Can you see these okay? Oops. Oh, they are just gorgeous. I could see these on tags and clusters, maybe on journal toppers. So, so, so pretty. And this is the last one. Looks like these might be like partial faces. Yep, look at that. That's interesting and very cool. Oh my gosh, I just love these. Wow. Yeah, I'd call this one a score, I think. I don't know why I'm putting these back in here, because that's not how I'm going to store them, I don't think. But maybe, I don't know. I may store these things all together because they do match each other. This will go somewhere else. I love this. I'm going to start using more of my dress patterns, because I have literally an entire drawer of these things. Look at that ribbon. It looks like sari silk. I will use that. Vintage found photos, where lost memories find a home. JackRavi.com. Is anyone counting? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 17, 19, 20. Okay, I'm counting 22, which is an odd number of photos. So, but I did put everything together in the same package, so it seems weird that, well, I will go on the site and see what it is that you're supposed to get. It probably is 22, and they probably knocked the price down, because, you know, you gotta run out of these at some point, right? So there it is, www.jackravi.com, artist. Love, love, love. And then I did actually have a bunch of other antique and vintage things that I've gotten from, you know, things on Instagram, including this awesome and amazing old catalog for women. And, you know, it's all already coming apart, so I do intend to use this in my junk journals, and I'm thrilled, because a lot of times I just can't bear to pull things apart, and if they're old enough, I can copy them, you know, like 1800s, early 1900s, but this I wouldn't be able to use. This is too new. But I finally decided that some of these things, especially something that's, you know, torn apart and it's this aged, I can give myself permission to use this. So I've got a bunch of these stock shares that I've decided to give myself permission to use these. I have so many of these that Yep, I'm going to use them. And then this bag of yummies. Oh, I'm so happy about these. So this bag here is from Estate Bird Papers on Instagram. So it's Beth at Estate Bird Papers. And she's awesome. She gave me a couple freebies in here. So just a bunch of little things that I can use. And these are cool. So these are glued on. I have copied all these so I can use them in any way I want to. I love the photos. They're really in good condition. Look at that. Look at the hair. Oh my goodness. How long did it take to do that hairstyle? Isn't that something? His name was Bartlett. Isn't he a handsome boy? Marshall. I think I'm going to use those too. And now these are just blank sustaining membership things for the Republican National Committee. I do intend to use these too. I did make copies. And I have these little tags that are cool. I'm going to use these. Love them. Got these, oh my gosh, from like a grocery store or like a, you know, just any kind of store. I love them. Love, love, love. I did copy some of these. I don't know how old they are, but I can't imagine these are copywritten. But aren't they great? All different kinds of prices. And then these are so cool. All different kinds of prices. Oh my gosh. Like from hardware stores. So these are 15 cents for brass hose clamps. So this was probably a hardware store. 23 cents for something that was 3/8 by 1/4. $1.69. Corrugated fasteners, 3/8 by 4 for 18 cents. Oh, I love these. Love these so much. I did copy several of these, but I will intend to use these. So that is what I have for you. And I'm not going to show you the journal that I made that I've got the guts, you know, put together on until I'm done with it. I still have to do the outside cover and inside covers, and then you know, some finishing touches on the signatures, and then I'll do a video on that. So that's what I had for you today. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I appreciate it, and I appreciate you. Take care. Bye.